Before JR, the words commitment, settling down, and serious relationships for Catie were basically swear words, and we didn't really say them in our house too much. And so when I learned that Catie was going to meet JR's parents at their home in Rochester, my entire body tensed up because I was bracing for her to come back waving the runaway flag that I'm so used to seeing all these years. But instead, I saw Catie seated in front of a full art easel, intense furrowed brows delicately and intimately painting a landscape portrait of a lighthouse. And utterly shocked, I asked and I inquired as to what on earth was happening right now. And she casually shrugged and looked over her shoulder and she said, "Betsy loves lighthouses, so I'm painting her a picture." Now, Betsy is JR's mother, and what I came to find out was that lighthouse that Catie was painting was the same lighthouse that JR's parents, Betsy and Oscar, got married at, and they still have it hanging in their living room. And when I saw Catie at that art easel, that was the first moment I went, oh, this is real. This is real.
Never was much good at hoping until you took my heart and tore it open. Never understood what love was until I took your hand with the load above us.
Winters in Indianapolis are tough, and so one morning when I was waking up and I was heading out to the car, I look around and everyone's cars are covered in 6 inches of the worst kind of snow you ever want to shingle off of your car at 7 a.m. in the morning. And as I was looking around, I look over and JR is out by a car scraping it off as hard as he could, and I look closer and it's not his. He was intentionally de-icing Catie's car every single morning. And so every morning at 7 a.m. when I walk out in that parking lot and I would see everyone's other freaking car covered in 6 inches of snow, and there's Catie's car looking like a spring day, I said to myself, I'm gonna marry JR. No, I'm just kidding.
We tried.
So when looking at these stories, I did my own personal reflection. I chose these stories intentionally because they're not huge, they're not monumental, they're not over the top, they're not potential Hallmark Channel scripts. And I need you to know that I chose these stories specifically for that reason, because I believe that that's not what real love is. Because real love isn't about what you're trying to show off or an image that you're trying to impress onto others. And most certainly, without a doubt, has nothing to do with being perfect. And I believe that thankfully none of us here came looking for that. What we all came here to be a part of today was to do a formal ceremony solidifying the relationship between two people who are genuinely in love. Two people in real love. And that's what these two stories reflect. And that's what makes their relationship so beautiful.
And then you caught flame like a wildfire. You came running to my life, and you light up the dark, but I can't see how you belong to a boy like me.
In 7th grade, a new girl joined our class in Lincoln Middle School, and she was wearing all black and loved emo music, and I was a cheerleader who loved pink. We definitely seemed very different on the surface, but we clicked instantly. Pretty soon, Catie and I were inseparable. I actually recently found a diary entry that I wrote on the last day that Catie attended Lincoln Middle School with me. It says, "I'm crying right now. What am I gonna do without Catie? Who am I gonna pass notes to the whole social studies class? Who's going to be my partner in all of the group activities? Huh? Can anyone answer that?" We've gone through a lot as friends, but we've always come back to each other because we are sisters at heart. Real friends are hard to find, but Catie is the realest. Her friends are always a priority, and she pours her heart and soul into everyone she loves.
So today's the day that my big brother officially embarks on a new journey with the love of his life. JR, you're someone who will do whatever it takes to make sure everyone around you feels safe and content. And that's what I admire most about you. And you found someone who does the same. Catie, words can't even begin to describe how excited I am to call you my sister. Don't get me wrong, I love having a big brother, but I was always a part of me that was jealous of all my friends that had sisters. Someone who you could tell anything to. Someone who you can do crazy and stupid things with and just laugh. From the moment I met you, I just felt at ease and knew that I am loved and protected even when no words were spoken. From that first Christmas you came to meet us, I knew you were the one for my brother. Anybody with eyes can tell how truly and completely in love you are with each other. I hope one day I can find a connection and love that is even half as great as the one you two have.
I've known JR for 22 years. When I first met Catie, in pure JR fashion, I didn't even know he was dating her. So all I remember is when I left, I had told him not to screw it up because I thought she was a wonderful girl. There's really nothing to say but you two are perfect together. And I can't express to you how happy I am that you've made my best friend as happy as he is.
Since we're the littlest of people, it's always been you and me. You've always been there right by my side through so much. You've always been such a great source of strength and a true north. True love is so incredible to witness. And standing with you today, Catie, waiting to take that walk, it was clear to me that the happiness you both share is that of what should be family. And there has been no better example of family to me than that moment you told me that you love him so much. Standing with you today, Catie, waiting to take that walk, it was clear to me that the happiness you both share and share with all of us is that of what should be family.
Your union here today is all the more completing. Because you put effort into understanding each other, you are here today to marry one another. Your pairing is strong because you made it so, with all the years past and the years to go. To Catie and JR, who each look aglow, may you always look for the blessings and help each other grow.
You could flame like a wildfire. When I'm with you, I'm so alive. And you light up the dark, but I can't see how you belong to a boy like me. How you belong to a boy like me.
To make a relationship work, it will take love. It will take dedication to stay open to one another and to learn and grow together. It will take loyalty to go forward together without knowing exactly what the future brings. And it will take commitment to hold true the journey that you have both pledged today. And it is now my honor and delight to declare you married. Go forth and live each day to the fullest. May you seal this declaration with a kiss.
Like me.
I am so pleased to present the newlyweds, JR and Catie O'Flynn.